Hello and welcome back to What Am I Tolkien About? If you haven't watched the Riddle 10 video yet, don't be hasty, there's a link in the description. That being said, spoiler alert, this is a riddle answer video. If you want a chance to guess before the answer is revealed, now's your chance. Before I reveal the answer, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free and sure would be appreciated. Also, when a riddle drops, I usually give everyone about 20 days to work it out and put their answer or answers in the comments. That's right, feel free to change your answer. No matter what, if you don't answer at all, you can't be entered into a chance to win a Tolkien-themed prize in June of 2026. To stay abreast of riddle status, be sure to hit that notification bell. All right, you've been waiting, and here it is. The answer to Riddle 10. The sword Sting. For those of you who guessed correctly, well done. For all of you, here's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Born of earth, raised by fire, made to warn of dangers nigher. Swords start off as or, ergo born of earth, then they are refined in a forge, ergo raised by fire. The last two lines are about the sword's ability to glow when orcs are near. Up next. Not for reach, not for might, but maketh clear my master's sight. In this stanza, I wanted to draw the solvers to the object's stature being shorter in nature. The last two lines are another reference to its ability to emit light of warning. Third stanza. Lot is mine, must foretell a moment soon to use me well. This is the last reference to Sting's ability to glow. In The Hobbit, the glow is not explicitly mentioned as blue. In the chapter Riddles in the Dark, it reads, Now he drew it out. It shone pale and dim before his eyes. So it is an elvish blade too, he thought, and goblins are not very near, and yet not far enough. Up next. Useful, though, time it took, a name to earn, a simmer cook. In this stanza, I referenced that Sting was unnamed, unlike the swords Glamdring and Orcrist during the chapter A Short Rest from The Hobbit. It was Bilbo who took it upon himself as the bearer of the blade to name it after his encounter with the giant spider in the chapter Flies and Spiders. It reads, The spider evidently was not used to things that carried such stings at their sides, or it would have hurried away quicker. Then, after having killed the giant spider, Bilbo said, I will give you a name, he said to it, and I shall call you Sting. A simmer cook is just a reference to how long it had to wait to get a name, considering it had been made in Gondolin during the Goblin Wars. Onward. Waited while, lost and stole, mid comforts less than hobbit's hole. First off, a typo. It should have read than, T-H-A-N, in the last line. Whoops. At least you all know it's a human and not AI writing these riddles. Regardless, an unintended mistake. But what was intended was to flash back to when Thorin's party came upon the troll horde where they found the elvish swords, including the yet-to-be-named Sting. Onward again. Time at last came for me when throw was I for enemy. This is the object stating the moment it received its name from Bilbo after the altercation in Mirkwood. Onward still. Master's mine seemed a trend, a hand-me-down to next of end. The object is revealing its two notable masters, Bilbo and Frodo. Bilbo gifted it to Frodo in the chapter The Ring Goes South from the Fellowship of the Ring. It reads, He took from the box a small sword in an old shabby leathern scabbard. Then he drew it, and its polished and well-tended blade glittered suddenly, cold and bright. This is Sting, he said, and thrust it with little effort deep into a wooden beam. Take it if you like. I shan't want it again, I expect." Frodo accepted it gratefully. In the last line, I capitalized end to reference Bag End and lead you to the Baggins as masters. And next. Trending 2, foes we face, a daughter of a dark disgrace. This is a reference to the giant spider Bilbo faced in Mirkwood and the spider Shelob that Frodo faced. Shelob is said to be the offspring of Ungoliant, the primeval spirit that helped Morgoth destroy the 2 trees of Valinor. Ungoliant was described as an unlight. She was darkness incarnate, ergo, a dark disgrace. To the penultimate. Borrowed brief, held in store, there's good, he said, worth fightin' for. This is a nod to Samwise Gamgee when he retrieved and used Sting in the chapter The Choices of Master Samwise from The Two Towers. The last 2 lines are pointing to his famous quote from the Two Towers movie. To my knowledge and research, this quote was added by the screenwriters. Now, I normally don't include lines from outside the source material, but I wanted to make it easier and more clear for everyone to link the object to Sam in this stanza, so there you go. And to the last. Made my point to the edge, accomplice to a finished pledge. These are double meanings of both the events of the final destruction of the ring and consequently Sauron, and the physical aspects of a sword, ergo point and edge. A finished pledge is just a recall from the Council of Elrond when Frodo essentially pledged to take the ring to Mordor to destroy it. I hope you enjoyed this riddle and the answer to it. If so, feel free to let me know with a like and a sub. Also, remember to put your answers in the comments for the riddle videos. Doing so will enter you into a chance to win some Tolkien swag in June. So have at it. Solve these riddles. You're also more than welcome just to make comments, too. I'd love to hear from you, especially if you share the professor's affection for riddles, or you just have an affection for the professor. In the meantime, farewell, and may the blessing of elves and men and all free folk go with you.